I'm coming to you with a stock market update. There's more drama in DC and earnings are rolling in from big names. But before we get into the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, set it to all so that you don't miss any of my videos and live streams. And of course, check out channel membership and my links for Weeble and Moomoo if you're ready to open a new investment account. So let's get into it. What's going on? Wall Street, the stock market has still been on a roller coaster. Today was a good day. Not that investing is a day to day thing, but it is nice to see your portfolio in the green. So on the day, all of the indices were up, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P. Most of the sectors were in the green. And when it comes to my personal portfolio, only two things are in the red on the day, and that's realty income and Target Corporation. But let's take a closer look at the S&P 500 on the day, up 1.67%. Year to date, down 8.60%. And over the last month, down 6.79%. And you can see right here the notable drop that we had on April 2nd, which was Liberation Day. So that was the day that President Trump announced the big tariffs, and investors were seriously nervous about this situation, along with the back and forth that he's been having recently with Jerome Powell, the Fed Reserve Chair. All these different issues has everyone stressed about their portfolio. And we are definitely still on this roller coaster ride, but over the last few days, we have seen a little bit of easing. There's been talks of some adjustments that could be made when it comes to the tariffs, which has led to some investors to start slowly stepping back in. There are lots of earnings coming up on those big name companies. We just had Tesla yesterday, which we're going to talk about. Google is coming up tomorrow on the 24th, and another few big names that are coming up soon. We have Apple and Amazon on May 1st and Meta coming up on April 30th. So overall, the focus is shifting to these earnings and what they will mean for the overall economy. The market has been shaky, but people are calming down and looking at the bigger picture. So we have to get ready to see what these companies' profits and future trends are looking like. So now let's talk a little bit about Tesla and Elon Musk. Tesla had their earnings yesterday and they fell short of expectations. The estimate was 21.43 billion and they came in at 19.34 billion. But on the day, Tesla's up to 5.37%. Why? Two big reasons. Their loss wasn't as big as everyone expected. And Elon Musk is apparently pulling back from his side missions like Doge and planning to focus his attention back into Tesla full time starting next month. So investors love this news. Another plus, Elon Musk is pushing harder than ever for the AI powered self driving that he's mentioned that Tesla is getting closer than ever to achieving and making it mainstream. So let me know in the comments, do you think that Tesla will continue to bounce back? And as I said at the beginning of the video, investing is not a day-to-day thing for me. Investing is a long-term commitment to building up my portfolios. I'm staying consistent with my plan even through these rough times, all of this uncertainty and volatility on the market. I've established certain habits for myself, like dollar cost averaging into VTI, paying attention to the charts and the trends, and going harder when times are like this. When I think back to 2020 or even 2022, I say to myself, I wish I had invested more. And going forward, I don't want times like this, times of opportunity to pass me by. And then I'm looking back and feeling the same way. So just a reminder that when it comes to my portfolio, I'm going to keep on investing, thinking long term and being glad that I invested heavier when the opportunity was there. On to Alphabet, better known as Google. On the day, it's up 2.56%, but over the last few weeks, it's down 7.35%. They've been having a shaky time lately, and there are two big threats that they are currently facing: a slowdown when it comes to ad revenue, which is a big part of Google's business, as well as a growing pile of antitrust lawsuits and regulatory pressures. And these are serious issues. So, when it comes to antitrust, what is it? It's when the government thinks a company has gotten too powerful and might be hurting its competitors. They step in and say, hey, you're not playing fair. You're creating a monopoly. And we see that right here in some of these headlines. Another judge says that Google is a monopolist. So, this is what the US government is currently saying to Google, and the Department of Justice is going after them for dominating when it comes to the online search market, as well as giving their own services unfair advantage in the results. And this is not just a US issue. The European Union has also filed billions in recent years over similar types of claims, like favoring their shopping services and bundling Chrome with Android phones as a way of blocking out the other competitors. So, this type of legal drama takes years to play out, and it adds pressure to Google's long term growth and could lead to big fines or even changes on how they have to operate. So, this is all bad news for Google, but they're still standing strong because they are staying diversified. They're pouring money into Google Cloud and YouTube Shorts, which they are striving to make a competitor with TikTok. They're also focusing on artificial intelligence tools to help to aid in their advertising business. They're expected to bring in $89.2 billion in revenue in this next quarter, and that will be an 11% increase from last year. And as I said, their earnings are coming up tomorrow. And yes, they are under pressure, but they also have plenty of power behind the Google name. So, do you see Google as a long term buy and hold investment like I do? Do you think that the slowdown related to these antitrust issues could ever derail a big name like Google? Let me know in the comments. So let's continue to pay attention, whether you invest into them directly or you're getting exposure through your ETFs or index funds like a VOO or FXAIX. We will be impacted because these are the leaders when it comes to the largest market cap of the companies that lead the S&P 500, for example. Let's not focus on fear, let's focus on facts. Positive earnings and good forward guidance from these companies might help the rally to continue when it comes to the stock market. But as always, earnings season is a choppy time, whether it's earnings, disputes going on in DC, issues related to the tariffs. I'm keeping my eyes open to the potential of the volatility equaling opportunity for me to continue to build up my portfolios. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all of my videos and live streams. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me a yellow heart in the comments to let me know you were here. But also, leave me any comments or questions that you have related to the topics that we went over today. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.